When people think of Eastern Europe, they usually picture old, rundown cities, cheap prices, and a place stuck far behind the rest of the world. But today, I want to show you what life is really like, not just in the major cities, but also life here in the village, where my family is from. Right now, I'm in the village, but before we dive into what everyday life looks like in places like this, let me take you into the city first so you can really see the difference. And later, I'll show you some insight into the prices and wages here so you can better understand how people live in this part of the world. Okay, so I'm at the bus station right now. We're gonna go to the nearest major city, like actual city. That's not a town or a village. I'll show you the train station real quick. So unfortunately, there are quite a few stray dogs around here, which is really sad to see. But more on the stray dogs later. We've got to get going. We just got to Novi Sad now. Whoa, oh my God. A bird just nearly flew into me. This little one here. Yeah, there's a lot of buses here. Oh,
you don't have it in Australia, buses?
We have buses in Australia. So Novi Sad is Serbia's second largest city after Belgrade, which is the capital. One thing that I really like, I'm not sure if this is across all of Eastern Europe or just here. I'm pretty sure it's all of Eastern Europe. They have a bunch of like corner shops and like corner kiosks. They're literally everywhere and it's like so convenient because it's like there's like one right over there. I don't know if you can see it, the corner kiosk or whatever. That thing over there, and there's like more up there, and where there's another one over there behind those trees. They're everywhere and they like sell water and what else? Like snacks and like for your phone you can like buy credit or whatever. Yeah. Those stores are really convenient because like...
How many times did I just say the word like?
Simp. And there's another kiosk right there and one right here and one over there too. That is so Eastern European. There's a guy selling tobacco just on the side of the road there.
You work hard, man.
Oh, another kiosk. They're literally everywhere. Where are we walking? Oh my God. Guys, it's not Burger King. It's Burek King.
This is what really Balkan wants.
Yes. Burek King. And another kiosk right there. Oh no, Burek King is closed. They don't work on Sundays. It's closed. She can't get her Burek. Guys, Hleb I kiflice. Kifle. It's a bread store. It's also closed. It's a Sunday, mind you. I didn't expect this much to be closed. We've got the apartment buildings and the view on the other side is so nice. The camera doesn't really do it justice. Oh my God, another bird scared me. The camera doesn't really do it justice. It looks a lot nicer, like the mountains. It looks a lot further away on the camera to what it actually is to us. We're gonna go in between like the apartment blocks now, just to show you what it's like. Very different buildings to what's at home. They're very Eastern European. And just over there's the main road. We're gonna go to the slot club. We're gonna go gambling. Slot club. We're gonna go gamble. No, I'm joking. I'm not going gambling. This is a nice building. It has shape. Oh, whoop, whoop. I've got to walk in the middle of the road. So we're just walking around and we're gonna go swimming. There's like a man-made beach kind of in the center of the, well, not in the center of the city, but there's a man-made beach where the river is. And that's where we're gonna go. We're gonna go get some ice cream as well. We're gonna do some shopping. Oh, we're crossing a road. I gotta pay attention. Technically we have right, but I don't really trust people to stop. There's so many little like stores everywhere. Oh, it smells really bad here. It smells like sewage. And someone tried to break in here.
We're in the main bit of Novi Sad right now, the centre, and it's pretty chill here, very nice, and here's the massive church.
There's another kiosk. They're everywhere.
This H&M has a massive mural on the ceiling. Look at how cool that is.
Now we're at some random bus stop and we're gonna get a nice old-fashioned bus. Probably. It was 100 dinars for this bus ticket, and that's just this one route, yeah. Yeah, so 100 dinars for this one bus ride, which is like $1. It's not an old-fashioned bus. Here, there's something else. Look at how many kiosks there are. Can't show you, but all of those, bro, they're literally everywhere. We're at a shopping centre now, but honestly, I'm not going to film much of it because a shopping centre is a shopping centre. Like, it's pretty much the same. That's pretty.
I swear, sometimes these spinning doors really be testing my patience. I have spinning door rage.
Serbia. No, Serbia, not this way. Serbia, man.
One thing that I really like here is that all the water bottles, the lid stays on. I don't know why I like this so much. Like, it's so convenient, you can't lose it. So one thing that we messed up is if you're gonna buy a return ticket with the bus stations, we didn't check what time the bus was going, and there isn't one for the company we bought a bus ticket for 3 hours. We're gonna buy an earlier train ticket with another like company, otherwise we're gonna be stranded here until 10:30 p.m. and after that like nothing's really open. Everything's open late, like the shops are open till about 10 p.m, which is quite strange because it's a Sunday. I like the shopping centres, but like the other little small stores and a lot of pharmacies close super early on Sundays especially. But the shopping centres and everything is open until literally like 10, and that's so strange because everything in Australia closes at like 5 on Sunday. 4 sometimes too. Also, supermarkets are not included in that 10 p.m. closure time. We just passed one right there. It literally closed already. That Maxi was closed, but this Maxi is open. Max Betterina.
We're not going gambling. Absolutely not.
It's so different here to the village. It feels a lot closer to home, even though we're just still very different. I mean, not really. It's different, it's not very different. Another thing that is very interesting is right here, you've got a brand new shopping mall. It's like all nice and modern. And then on the other side, you've got like the Eastern European style buildings. I also went to Belgrade. I wasn't planning and nor was I supposed to go to Belgrade, but I did. So I'm just gonna add in what it looks like over there too, because it is a lot busier of a city than Novi Sad is. I'm going to show you guys what some of the more popular spots look like here so you can get a feel for what this city is like as well. So this is the main shopping street in Belgrade, and as you can see it's a lot busier than Novi Sad was. It's a lot more crowded here, especially on that main street. It's a lot bigger of a city as well, obviously.
This is Belgrade waterfront and it gives Dubai vibes, which is not ironic because it's being developed by a UAE property developer. So it's part of a project that started in 2014 and it's still not completed yet. But it gives fancy vibes. Like the styles of the buildings here very much resemble what you would see in Dubai, minus the Burj Khalifa, of course.
haven't been to the outer suburbs of Novi Sad, but I'm in the outskirts of Belgrade, like out of the city centre, and even here, there's playgrounds around and there's literally kids by themselves and like kids playing in parks, and it's completely different. They're alone. Like, you don't see this in Australia, probably not even Canada. Like, what? There are so many like little supermarkets and little corner stores everywhere, like not just in the major cities, this is in the village too. Like, you're never too far away from somewhere you can get like a quick snack or a bottle of water or anything really. And that's one thing that's super convenient, that I'm from Australia and sometimes like you can be in the suburb areas and you're so far away from like a supermarket or anything like that. It's like a 30-minute walk. But here, like, it's literally like 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. And usually it's 5 minutes to get to like a corner store or something. Google Maps is literally sending me through the strangest area. I'm walking through, well, I'll show you, through this. Like, I don't even know where I'm going, to be honest. I mean, I do know where I am, but, and the strange part is I don't feel unsafe. Belgrade is huge. It's much bigger than Novi Sad. It's huge. I've done so much walking today.
So we had a lovely little day in Belgrade, but now it's time to head back to the village.
This one's not a stray dog. Welcome to the village. I'm going to be showing you guys around today so we can see just how different the village is compared to the major cities in Serbia.
So now we're going to head to the centre of the village to give you a little tour of the place and show you what it's like. Ooh, more stray dogs.
So this is the like elementary school. It's years 1 to 8. Yeah, this is the office of the school, and behind all of here, oh God, I can't point at that properly. Behind this little part is all like the classrooms and stuff. And in this little part of the center of the village, which is right in front of the school, they usually have concerts or any kind of gatherings of like dancing and village events over there. So the gate for the whole summer is actually open, and then there's like a basketball court here and the kids can just play like during the summer break. This is where all the classrooms and stuff are. You can't really see much because that part is locked. So this area here, when the school is actually open and classes are on, this is for the school children only, but during summer they open it for everyone to just come and play basketball, play footy. And in the background, you'll also find a few buildings around the villages that do look like that. I'm pretty sure that one's in the middle of getting demolished, but I'm not too sure. But it has been there for a long time looking like that. I know there was one just there, but that one was demolished. I'm not too sure about the one behind it, but there are a lot of buildings that are old like that in these villages and towns. Let's get out of the school and keep going on with the tour. This is also the school as well. That's the entrance to the school. That's the little gym. And this is just the playground like for the center of the village. I wish we could go inside the school. I've been in there before. The classrooms are so different. But I don't think I have any footage. If I have some photo or something, I'll put it in here. What else do we have? Here's a Catholic church. It's one of 3 churches that are in this village. It's very peaceful. Yeah. I don't think this house has any windows. Yeah, you'll find a bit of that here. So this thing here is the like water fountain for the village. The tap water here is not that great. It kind of smells like eggs, to be honest. So people come here with like huge bottles of water, like 5, 10, I think like 10 liters to fill it up. It's much better than the water from the taps. It's filtered. I don't exactly know what they filter out, but it is better. So this here is the market, or where they set up the markets, and it's only open on Fridays. And I think it's like a fruit and vegetable market. I'm not too sure. It's completely different here compared to the cities. It's very calm though, like peaceful. I'm pretty sure this building across is abandoned. There are some shops alongside here, but most of them are over there where there's like bakeries and like pharmacies and grocery stores. We're gonna go over there and check that out. These things don't even look like shops. Like, they're not really advertising except with a small sign on the door that they're a shop. This one here is like a meat store or something. That's the nightclub. It's open only on Fridays and Saturdays. It's also illegal to walk on the grass here and park cars on it too.
This pharmacy made me feel like I was in the 1970s. They also accepted paywave payments, which I was not expecting at all, to be honest.
A lot of the cars here are manual. I can't look at the camera, obviously. You have to drive here with the lights on, like no matter what time of the day it is, you always have to have your lights on. Yeah, that's not a rule where we're from, so there are so many holes on the road here. They did road work and they dug out all the pipes on the middle of the road. There's also tractors just on the road everywhere in the villages, and sometimes you get stuck behind them when you drive on the roads in between towns and cities. There are some houses here that are a bit like kind of falling apart, and also some houses that I think are like abandoned and there's like nobody in them in these villages. There are a lot of houses that are also like really run down and like torn apart basically. We've just come to the end of the village. There's a road here that goes to, honestly, I'm not too sure. I think it's just a farm. There's nothing in this direction for, I don't know, maybe 10 kilometers or something. It's just farmland. There's a lot of stray dogs that are walking around on the roads here, and also cats too. There's always kids here like playing on the roads, like sitting in front of the houses. It's so different to what you would find like in the suburbs in Australia. Like, kids are just walking around on their own. And major cities or even the suburbs in Australia, you don't find that. You will not find that because it's not safe. But here, literally everyone knows everyone on these streets. So it's a completely different vibe. And it's also so peaceful. There are also houses here that just have like randomly broken like walls, broken windows. I don't know if anybody lives in those houses. But despite that, there are also some really nice, there's a car coming. I don't know from where. Yeah, so we just wait on the side of the road until the car passes. I don't think this is a car. Oh, it's a tractor. Oh, another stray dog. This one doesn't look that nice if I'm being honest. It looks a little bit like it's plotting. It looks a little evil. There's another stray dog on the other side. Oh boy, I'm like trapped in between two stray dogs. That one that I just showed you, it literally looks like it's plotting. It looks like a little evil. And then I turned around to another stray dog. That one looks a little bit friendlier, so we're gonna turn around and go this way. See, most of the time, like the stray dogs, like people feed them and they just kind of stay in front of those people's houses. Like they throw them food and stuff, the people in these villages at least. And then those dogs kind of like just like stay around that area. But some of them ain't so nice and they do attack people. I'm just not sure which ones those are. We're sun-kissed. Oh, not anymore. There we go. Oh, that's too much.
Hello. So, we've been back for a hot minute now, and by hot minute, I mean about 3 months. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the cost of living, the pricing, the stereotypes, all of that stuff really quickly. So number one is a lot of people think that Serbia and Russia are the same country. We're not. Two separate countries. I always tell people, oh, I'm Serbian, and they're like, oh, so you're from Siberia? Like, no, two separate countries. So we get that, are you Russian a lot. I've been asked quite a bit, oh, are you Russian? Can you read Russian? Do you understand Russian? Even though the alphabet looks very similar, it's two separate things. I can't read Russian, I don't understand Russian, it's two different languages. So another thing with Serbia, the people are so friendly. So a lot of people tend to think like Serbians are not friendly. No, Serbians are some of the friendliest people I've ever met. When you go there, the country has such a community base. It's so community driven. Everyone is like close to their neighbors, like your besties with your neighbors. Here, I don't even know my neighbors. We've been living like next to these people for 5 years. I don't even know who they are. But in Serbia, everyone like in apartment blocks, like you just bring your friends and neighbors food, you bring them lunch, you go to your neighbors for coffee after work. It's very community based and people are very community driven. There's not so much hustle, 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 go, 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 work, work, work. Everyone's like family, friends. It's more chill like that. It's not the same hustle type of mentality that you see like in the US or even in Australia where, you know, it's work, work, work. So people who haven't been to Serbia, generally, not everyone, but most of them tend to think it's unsafe. It's actually the exact opposite. Once again, like I feel so safe when I'm in Serbia, just walking the streets, like in the villages especially, like everyone knows everyone for the most part, like if you're in your family village, you know. Even like in the cities, just random people, like sometimes they just say hi, they strike up conversations, like just super friendly and so... I've had experiences in the city where I would just talk to random people or random shop owners and they're so friendly, like I don't even know them. Of course you get the situations where it's like once-offs, like not every place is 100% safe. Once I was at a train station in Niš and I had to wait like 5 hours there, not alone, obviously, absolutely not. Yeah, it was in the middle of the night too. It was from like 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. We had to wait for a bus. And that was, I'm not gonna lie, quite terrifying because there was like, can I say this on YouTube? A addict of some sort. So that was quite terrifying. But other than that, I've never felt unsafe in Serbia. Next one is the cost of living. So a lot of people think it's quite cheap. Recently, the cost of groceries especially has gone up a lot. So the minimum wage is 56,000 dinare, so 560 US dollars a month. That's for a full-time worker doing, I think, 40 hours a week. When you compare their grocery prices, to be honest, some of the things, so I'm from Australia, I'm pretty sure I've said this already in the video at some point, but some of the things are actually more expensive than they are in our grocery stores, which says something. Certain things are cheaper, like, you know, chips and like soft drinks and stuff, those are cheaper. When you buy fruit and veg from the local markets and your neighbors, it's cheaper, but when you go to the major chain grocery stores, sometimes those things can also be quite expensive and on par with our pricing, but again, it depends on the season and it depends on what it is. So it's not as cheap as people think in terms of groceries and petrol as well. Petrol, gas, whatever you want to call it. I'm just pulling up the petrol prices. I have a photo from when I went because I was so shocked. We've got like the standard, your normal, I think unleaded, was 180 dinare per litre. So $1.80 US per litre, which is more expensive than in Australia, which is about $2.80 Australian. So it's nearly double. Our petrol is about $1.50 a litre. And diesel was 205 dinare a litre. So $2.05 US a litre. It's $3 a litre. Bro, I know some people that can't afford to go anywhere or can't afford to leave the village because they make so little or they can't find a job and the fuel will just eat up their entire paycheck if they went to travel for work. Australia's minimum wage is like, I think at least 3 times more than that. Surely, it's gotta be, but their petrol prices over there are nearly double. I don't know, that genuinely shocked me. Like, imagine the petrol being like $4 a litre here. Like, okay, so the next thing is the public transport. So public transport in between the villages and in between the major cities, it's a few bucks like for a one-way ticket. So the bus route, the public transport in between the cities, it's maybe like $10 one way, you know, to get from like Novi Sad to Belgrade, so 10 US, something roughly like that. I don't exactly remember. To get from like a town to like Novi Sad, it was maybe, I think like $6 one way, something like that, or $10 return, roughly. And the one thing that actually shocked me was that public transport in Belgrade was free. Completely free. Just all of it, except for like very certain bus lines, and to get to Belgrade from Novi Sad, that was not free. However, in Belgrade, the public transport was free. Like, that's great. And the last thing is housing. So a lot of the houses and a lot of properties there, like you've got families, big families living together as well. So it's more of a, like I said, it's more of a community thing where you've got like generations living in the same house. So you've got people living with their parents and their kids. And you've got houses that get passed down generationally. Yeah, for the most part, like it's all passed down. And in terms of renting is cheap in the villages. I think one of my cousins was paying like 50 euros a week for like a 1-bedroom or a studio apartment or something like that. Houses, I would say in the villages are roughly like 30,000 US. But again, in the cities, it becomes more expensive. But in the cities, the wages are actually better. They're better than in the villages. The villages, you'll find a lot of people just making minimum wage. But in the cities, you have people on better wages. So a lot of people think that it's like run down and falling apart, but not all of it. You've got the whole new development in Belgrade. You've got like modern trains, despite me showing you those really old trains, they don't run that frequently. It's mostly really modern trains. Like 99% of them are modern. So I want to know what you guys thought of Serbia before you clicked on this video. Share it in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next travel video. I also hope you learned something about Serbia. Yeah, bye.